What's cracking, everybody? Long time no see. I thought today I would break this hiatus to give you guys a little update of what's going on at my farm. If you've been following along, you may remember that about 1 year ago exactly, Aicy and I bought some farmland in Tui, Batangas. And this area is, it's not like the most convenient or centrally located place for farming. Pero murang lupa dito, so sulit talaga. And it's a sugarcane farming area, but we are looking to get into something different. So before I show you what we have going on here, let me show you the miracle of fruiting. Check out my first dragon fruit harvest. You see the dragon fruit? It's blooming tonight. Blooming like you, Charot. Oh my gosh, this is the most exciting day of my life. I mean, except for when Luna was born. Oh, I'm doing it, I'm doing it. Oh, I'm becoming a daddy, a plant daddy. All right, get all the little pollen here. The miracle of childbirth. Look at this beautiful, beautiful flower. All right, guys, so today is the day we've all been waiting for. I know you're probably wondering why I'm holding a knife in my hand. I know it looks a little crazy, but you saw in the last part, the beautiful dragon fruit flower was blooming. Well, fast forward, what has it been, like 3 weeks?
Yes.
Maybe 3 or 4 weeks. And now our second baby child, sorry Luna, our second baby child is ready to be harvested. So after 1 year of this plant, we're gonna harvest the first dragon fruit. All right, so these ones, you're supposed to get them right down here by the stem. And let's see. All right, we've had to upgrade weapons because there's a thick sort of, I don't know, like a vein or whatever the plant equivalent of a vein is that goes through the middle. Stem. But the outer part is really soft to cut through, but we gotta upgrade here to get through.
Mahulog.
Don't worry, baby dragon fruit. You will be liberated soon.
Oh.
Yan. Oh, it went into the other spikes. Ow! So no joke, these dragon fruit spikes do hurt. So this is the harvested dragon fruit. You can see this is the part that came off the plant. This is the end where the flower wilted away. So yeah, guys, this is a good size dragon fruit. I would say it's probably maybe a ½ kilo or 1 pound for my American friends. So yeah, I'm excited to taste it. It's not huge, but since we did let it vine ripen, I'm sure it's gonna be quite sweet. So hopefully the first of many beautiful dragon fruit. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little look at dragon fruit. And that is what spawned my obsession and desire to farm dragon fruit. So that is what we're gonna focus on here. But the last time I took you here, this was basically just an empty lot. We were working on, you know, building the soil, you know, just improving the land because the soil was in pretty poor condition. But let me show you an update of what else we got going on here. So right behind me here is the foundation for the kubo that we're gonna have. So you can see it's a raised foundation, and we did that because this area is very flown to flooding. May baha talaga dito. So like knee-high floods during the peak of rainy season. So it's important to keep it elevated. So it's gonna be a really small kubo. You can see here, this is gonna be the front deck, and then the structure is gonna be over there. See Mrs. Dawn. And then over here, eventually we're gonna have a little covered balcony with like a dirty kitchen and a tambayan, ganun. So that's one of the success stories. That's moving along well. And eventually I'm gonna do a full video kind of reviewing the company that we're working with and their design and process, lahat. But we've had several failures and setbacks here at the farm. Let me show you right over here. This right here is part of almost 30,000 pesos or 600 US dollars in bamboo. Patay na. So I obviously don't know what I'm doing at all. So I bought this super rare black bamboo. Sobrang maganda. Pero mahal kasi it's not the common golden bamboo or Chinese bamboo. So I planted it all along the perimeter of the property. But I did so at the end of the rainy season and it just died. We came down here twice a week to water it, but it just never got established and died. So there a few sticks survived. So I have like 2 bamboos. I call them my 30,000 peso bamboo tree. Because you gotta laugh about these things as to not to cry. So that's 30,000 pesos gone. The next blunder I made is this fence. So I had this idea to have an open weave natural bamboo fence because I wanted it open for like airflow and also not to obstruct the natural flow of the water. Because like I said, there's flooding here, but I do want to capture some of that water in here to irrigate the future crops. So these looked like a great solution, but in principle, it hasn't worked out. The weaving has come undone and panel by panel, it's starting to fall down or the vines are overtaking it. So that's another like 25,000 that's gonna need to be fixed in some way. And fixed means money. So those are some setbacks we've suffered here. Not cheap, but I want to show you something else that we just completed. Ta-da! So these are our raised garden beds. So why are we constructing raised garden beds and not just planting in the ground? Well, as I mentioned, the soil is not great here. It's been depleted from decades of sugarcane growing using chemical fertilizers. Also, I mentioned about the floods. This will allow us to manage the moisture a little better during rainy season. Also, same with during dry season. We can protect this soil by covering it better during the dry season. So even though it's a huge additional expense, these 21 raised garden beds will be really, really great once we get them established. And I'll show you what we're doing right now to start filling them. We have all our soil right here, but soil is expensive and you need a lot of it to fill these beds. So we're doing a bit of a hugelkultur method where we put logs, banana trees, leaves to fill up the bed first. You can see more banana leaves. And then we pile the soil on top of it. Eventually all the dense organic matter of the woods and the leaves decomposes, fertilizes the soil, but also adds some free volume to the space. So that's what we're working on little by little. And then over here, I'm gonna show you what has so far been a failure, but one day will be very beautiful. And that's our dragon fruit area. So you can see we have 30 posts of dragon fruit. Now, a dragon fruit farm typically has hundreds, if not thousands of posts. So we can't compete with the volume of like proper dragon fruit farms. But what I did is I purchased 18 varieties of rare dragon fruit. And my idea is to focus on this niche market of people who might like to try different varieties not commonly found in Philippines. Because the fruits and vegetables here in Philippines, although there are many types, there's usually just one variety. Like for example, one type of tomato, one type of lettuce, one type of dragon fruit, etc. So I wanted to try all these different varieties, and these cuttings are expensive. And so far, they're starting to suffer from rot. So I didn't plant them properly to allow for drainage. So there's some rot, and I'll kind of show you what that looks like. This yellow right here, this is rotten. This here, rotten. So we're trying to take out some of these, and I'm gonna snip them and try to replant them and sort of nurture them at home in pots that I can really control the moisture much better. And then eventually put them back out here when we have the soil and drainage system worked out. So that's another challenge that so far is costing me more money in dead plant material, but ganun talaga, laban lang. Next, I'll show you the orchard. So here is where we have all of our fruit plants. Avocado, mulberry, langka, saba, lakatan, even morado banana, papaya, cassava. I forget what you call this one. Ano tawag to? Iba. Iba. Kamias ang pangalan. Young plant. More avocado. Over here is my baby. So this is the first plant I ever grew from seed. It's a mango, Carabao mango. The really nice sweet one here. So this one has been resurrected several times. The goats came through here and ate all the leaves, and you know, it had to regenerate many times, but it's doing well now. And yeah, I'm excited to taste the fruit from that someday. What else do we have here? We have some citrus, like some dalandan here and over there. So anyways, that's the orchard area. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on at the farm as of now. At least now it looks like more of a properly defined space. So some successes, many failures, but you know, the beat goes on. So I'm gonna get to shoveling and filling in these garden beds. So yeah, I hope you guys dig our little farm here. It's a labor of love. It'll probably never be profitable, but you know, that's the idea someday. But I mean, you can't fail at this. If you're taking care of the land, making things in a healthy and organic and natural way, you can lose money, but you can't fail. All right, see you next time.